So without further ado, here's what to expect in a relationship, a long-term relationship with a narcissist. They will be nicer to strangers than to you. And when you're in a long-term relationship with a narcissist, they can relax and be their narcissistic selves after a certain period of time, as the narcissist has already drawn you in and they have gotten you attached. They have gotten you anchored down in some way or another. So they've got you trauma bonded and they can sense this. So they don't feel the need to impress you anymore. As narcissists, they save their best behaviors for those that they want to impress. And these might often be coworkers, friends, or even strangers. Narcissists, they want to be liked and admired so much that they bend over backwards to help these people, these strangers that they have no clue who they are. They bending over backwards for their nearest and dearest. And this leaves you in an upsetting and confusing situation. For all that you have done for the narcissist, they treat a stranger so much better than you. And it is infuriating. And you are naturally confused as to why this is happening. And it is only when you understand the narcissistic behaviors that it starts to make sense. Narcissists, they are not interested in impressing you anymore at this point in the relationship, but they still want to impress everyone else. And that is not a reflection on you as a victim. It's what narcissists do. So they will expect you to anticipate their needs or read their minds. And the narcissist thinks that you should be considering them at all times, even knowing what they want without them discussing it with you. Like I said, reading their minds, as the narcissist considers it insulting that you haven't read their mind and anticipated what they want, exactly what they want. And they don't see the hypocrisy in that they never consider your needs at all. And they can leave you anxious, walking on eggshells, trying to anticipate their every need. But this is an impossible task. And the narcissist will make sure that you fail every now and then just to set you out on these impossible tasks so they can put you in your place, which is beneath them in their eyes. And like I said, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, as narcissists often liken their significant others. They like their significant others to be walking on eggshells around them, fearing their wrath. As the narcissists know that if people are walking on eggshells around them, they are more willing to please the narcissist, which gives them all the more power and all the more control. While you are out or at home worrying, trying to keep the narcissist happy, they can click their fingers and you will come running. And that is their plan. That is where they want you. The golden rule is that if you often feel like you are walking on eggshells around somebody, then something is absolutely wrong. If you are always trying to please someone, that is a huge red flag that you are in a toxic relationship of some kind, regardless of what type of relationship it is. If you're so useless, as they often suggest, so why bother being around you at all? So flirting. Narcissists love to flirt, and they love to do it right in front of our faces. They need almost constant validation of how brilliant, intelligent, and sexy they are. And flirting provides this to the narcissist, as the narcissist will absolutely flirt right in front of your face. In fact, some deliberately do this to make you feel jealous. The narcissist likes to show that they have an army, a harem of admirers, and often they do. And they are waiting to this harem of admirers. They are all waiting to take your place. So you must try harder to please the narcissist if you want to remain in that privileged position of being their primary source of narcissistic supply. Many narcissists may develop a way of flirting with others in front of you and then try to play it off like they're not. And your gut, it tells you that something is very wrong, but it can be difficult to pinpoint exactly what they are up to because they can be so subtle. And I've spoken more on how and why narcissists flirt right in front of your face in other videos. So on we go. They will push their responsibilities onto you. And over time, narcissists, they will push every responsibility onto their significant other, as they don't care for boring routines of life, such as housework, paying bills, looking after children. And over time, all of these things seem to become your sole responsibility. And in my experience, it wasn't that I was just asked to do these things. I just knew that it wouldn't get done unless I did them. So unless I wanted to live in squalor, I had to do almost everything. You age faster. Spending a lot of time around a narcissist takes a toll on your body and on your psyche. And narcissists, they can be extremely draining to be around. And many people age quicker whenever they are in a relationship with a narcissist. And over time, most people, they learn to focus their energy on the narcissist and not on their own needs. And sadly enough, they combine this with all of this extra stress and worry, and the narcissist is holding, and they bring it your way. They make you carry all of their stress and worry for them. And it's no wonder that many people look significantly older after they exit a relationship or have been in a relationship with a narcissist for quite some time. One silver lining in the cloud, though, is that you can reverse much of this deterioration once the narcissist is out of your life, and literally regress in visible age once their drama is taken somewhere else, as this is what happened to me. So financial difficulties. Narcissists, they are very casual about their finances, some of them, and they don't think about how they're going to pay for things tomorrow. Narcissists are typically live in the moment people, and they often leave their partners not daring to spend too much and always picking up the pieces of the narcissist's reckless spending. So the narcissist swans about without a care in the world, spending what they want, doing what they want, partying all they want, while you stay awake at night wondering how you are going to pay the bills and take care of your children. And then they tell you that you need to relax more. Some narcissists may go as far as taking loans out in their partner's name, and many don't discover this until the relationship is over, that they've had their identity stolen and they are hit with an unexpected bill or an unexpected hit on their credit report. And narcissists, they are often in conflicts, and while you may notice that the narcissist does get themselves into a lot of conflicts with family, friends, coworkers, and the significant other, sometimes you may also, and it might be with friends, family, and people from work. And if it's not direct conflict, about someone behind their back. And of course, conflicts are never the fault of the narcissist, and they'll never hold their hand up and admit any fault on either side or for their side, even when they can clearly, or everybody else can clearly see that they are in the wrong. And annoyingly, these narcissists expect you to get back, to back them to the hilt, no matter what. And if you try to point out their contribution to the problem with the conflict, you're accused of not being loyal. And the narcissist is far more concerned with winning than who is right. Narcissists become controlling once they are settled into a long-term relationship. They see their significant others more like property than a person. They don't really consider them to have their own, you don't have your own rights or wants or needs. In their mind, the significant other, you are there to serve the narcissist. The narcissist may become angry if you're 10 minutes late and coming home from work, or they may descend into a bad mood if you go out and visit a friend for a little while. They hate it when you are sick because you are supposed to be well and taking care of them. And narcissists sometimes often attempt to isolate their significant others from the outside world and persuade them to give up their jobs or move into another area where they don't know anyone. And they may also cause trouble between your family and your friends and you, and cause you to fall out with them. And so you become even more isolated. And the narcissist knows that the more you're isolated, the more you depend on the narcissist, and they can control you better. So strange behaviors. Over time, you'll increasingly notice the narcissist sometimes extremely strange behavior. They will walk ahead of you everywhere you go rather than by your side, or follow you around the home whenever you just want a minute of peace, pestering you for attention. And the narcissist usually hides these odd behaviors from the rest of the public. It is only those closest to them that allow them to see this side of them, and it can become a strange unspoken thing between you. And the narcissist Well, when the narcissist acts differently when you are alone, and after a while, this strangely becomes normal for many of these behaviors. So there are some things that you can expect during a long-term relationship with a narcissist. And narcissists can be very demanding and are very self-entitled, and they can leave you feeling like you are not enough. The narcissist likes to paint a picture of you being useless and not worthy of them, and have you walking on eggshells, trying your best to please the unpleasable. And a healthy relationship, it is about compromise, give and take, and respecting the other person's feelings. But you don't get this in a relationship with a narcissist, at least not as an automatic right.